I'm a vet. I'm a vet. Hey, I'm a vet. 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 It's February 22nd, 1922. God is good. Clean your aura. Clean your aura, gentlemen. Clean your aura. February 22nd, 1922. You sideways. Hey, Jewel.
Hey,
Clean
okay.
your aura, ladies and gentlemen. February 22nd, 1922. Clean your aura. Manifest all the good things that you want in life. Manifest. Clean your aura. Manifest.
Right.
Clean your aura, everybody. I'm a vet. I'm a vet.
I'm a vet.
I'm a vet. Oh, shit. She got on lace tonight. She got on lace tonight. Yes, indeed. How y'all doing today? Where y'all chiming in from? Let me know where y'all chiming in from today.
Thanks, Crane. Crane Della 16.
Where, where are you guys chiming in at? Clean your aura.
Mr. J Star, how you doing? Top of it, man.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna wait for our co-host and our guests to come on. Clean your bed, clean your aura, clean your aura, guys. This is Palo Santos. Clean your aura, clean your space. Yeah. How was your day? Where y'all chiming in from? What's up, Ricky? Hey, you guys. I'm trying to get
I'm gonna light my candle.
my folks in here. Where you
Lots
guys
of
at? Where you guys chiming in from? Let me see where you guys coming from. Dallas,
in the house, Dallas, Chicago.
Texas, Chicago. February 22nd, 1920. I mean 2022. Yeah, they say that this is the day to manifest. 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 Clean your aura and manifest everything you wish for, everything you want. Ask the universe for it. Ask the universe for success. Ask the universe for strength. Ask the universe for health. Ask the universe for everything that you wish for, that you want to manifest. Today is the day of manifestation. And I manifest for success. I manifest for health and strength. And give me the power to guide in the right way.
Yes, yes. Definitely that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Manifest. I wanted to, I was kind of waiting to, what's up, Priceless? Priceless on the line. I wanted to, I lit a candle for Sarah. We're going to talk about these current events, some things that has happened over in Texas that somebody was telling me about over in Texas We have a guest coming on, Ford, Travis Ford. Let's see if we can get Travis. Yesterday he was having technical difficulties. Yesterday, Travis Ford. Yeah. I want to get this article for you guys. Yeah. So you guys have to really, you ladies that be on the blade, you guys have to really, really, really be safe. I want to read you guys this article about this chick named Sarah. Sarah. I want to read you guys this article from the New York Post. The New York Post, you guys hold up a candle, light a candle for Sarah 304, as I hear that she was a really reputable female from the streets, lady of the night for the streets. But this article is from the New York Post. It says a missing Houston woman was strangled and dismembered by a man who burned his house down while trying to kill himself, court documents say. Henry David Cassette, 28, was charged Monday with murder, arson, and tampering with evidence in the death of Sarah Goodwin, 19. She was only 19 years old, who was reported missing on December the 6th. Corset of Houston allegedly strangled the young woman before manipulating her corpse and hiding her remains. He then set fire to his apartment on Saturday. Houston police said in a statement to the Post Tuesday that Cassette admitted to killing a woman and led detectives to the body. The remains, which are believed to belong to Goodwin, were sent to the medical examiner to positively identify, police said. Friends and relatives of Goodwin had asked for the community's help in tracking her down. A friend told the station she worked as a sex worker, but was loving and doting sister to her younger brother. She has a 15-year-old brother she will die for that she basically raised, friend Jessica Fine said. A local activist said he believed Goodwin was taken against her will by a man with a gun who had been spotted by sex workers in the area driving a four-door gray Honda. The same vehicle was seen cruising around after Sarah's abduction. The man was also spotted in southwest Houston, allegedly attempting to lure two other women into his vehicle, Cornell X said. Police, meanwhile, told KPRC that surveillance video showed Goodwin willingly getting into the vehicle seen on the footage. Goodwin's phone was found by her friends at an apartment complex in Houston, where they scored for clues on Thursday and handed out missing persons flyers. Anyway, you guys can go to the New York Post and finish reading the story. But what I want to say is that, you ladies of the night, when you guys are out there, be safe. Before you get in the car with the guy, make sure you check him, search him, pat him down, check under his seats before you shut the door. When you get in, I know you try to rush to get in, don't want the police to see you when you jump in the car. But when you get in the car, before you even shut the door, at least kind of keep it up, or keep your one hand on the latch and pat him down, kind of feel him and feel under the seat and feel around him a little bit. And, kind of make sure that he doesn't have anything. And as he's driving, when you're driving to your place, your destination, keep an eye on him. If he make any false moves, at least, make sure that your hand is somewhere where you can just grab the door handle and open the door handle. And also, if you're driving with a guy, going somewhere with a guy, and you tell him to make a left and he makes a right, all you have to do is grab real quick to the key to the ignition and turn the ignition off and pull the key out and just throw the key. Then he has to find the key. He can't abduct you. And then now with the newer cars, it's they have the push buttons and stuff. So if they take you off, just throw the car in park and jump out. You have to stay in control of your situation. And everybody, let's say a prayer, or let's have a moment of silence for Sarah. And you ladies out there, be safe. Let's have a moment of silence. All right. So we are the vets, and this is the vet show. And we're glad that you guys came. We have a guest. If we can get them, if we can get our guest on here, he's in the studio. Might have to call him. So what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Is there anybody from Houston online right now that can give us a little input or tell us a little bit about Sarah?
Is there anybody? We hate when situations happen like that to girls. And it seems like they just prey on the. I don't know. These are real predators. Not everybody is a good person to go with.
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful. Definitely have to be careful out there.
Right.
Trying to get Travis on the line. He'll be chiming in. You know how those rappers be. He probably in the studio making music.
Somebody said, did she have a pee?
I don't know.
Somebody said she had a pee.
She did. She
Mhm.
had a pee. Okay. What else do we know about her? She had a pee. What? Even if she had a pee or not, just a sex worker, lady of the evening, a lady of the night. You guys have to be careful out there. You have to be careful. You have to have discretion, and of course, your ism, be forcing you, be like, I got to get this money, I got to get this money, I got to get this money. But if you don't be able to take that money home, it's not you have to be careful. You have to be careful who you're dealing with. You have to be careful who you're getting in the car with. You also have to be careful with on escorts.
Yeah.
Twinkle was telling us something yesterday. Where is Twinkle at?
I remember I had a date, a guy. He used to call me all the time, like maybe 3 or 4 times a day. And I guess the girl that he was seeing before like that, she was with another guy or whatever, and she actually was upset because I guess she lost her trick. So she lost our money or whatever, because I guess I started seeing them and stuff. You know how girls get. So one day, they, like, after I had left or whatever, because the police said my prince was still there. So they had took him. They killed him. And how I found out was
Who,
the police
who
came and
killed her?
questioned me. The girl and the guy. The police came and questioned me.
What girl and guy? The girl,
The guy was,
her folks and her
uh-huh.
with the trick?
Yeah.
What?
That was in Miami.
Oh, really?
I mean, situations happen, and I've been in situations where I had uh just left. Me and another girl or whatever, we was with an escort service and or whatever. She went in for a couple of hours, and I'm in the car.
Uh-huh.
So after she came out or whatever, I think he probably was like that had something to do with drugs or whatever, because he ended up getting killed too. I mean, it's just a lot of things that go on in the lifestyle. Is things happen, and you don't know until the police come in and question you and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. They said, yeah, she had a pee. He just wasn't on the scene because he has changes. But from what I heard, he was helping with everything, making flyers and all. That's good. That's good. Nobody deserves to get murdered.
Not at all. And if she was a nice girl or whatever, I'm sure she was nice to the guys too.
Yeah, I'm you know, and by her being young, what they said, 19.
19, that's really young.
Yeah, you ladies have to be careful. Be careful. Escorting who you going to visit, who you going to see. Be totally careful. Be when you going into these situations, you even though they try to make you comfortable, you can never get comfortable. And you go and get your money, do what you got to do, and leave. Don't be lingering around. None of that.
Right. Even regulars are bad. I don't like to deal with regulars unless I was with an escort service, but they're still, you don't even know when they're gonna break bad.
Right.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, all of them. Just be careful. Shit. Be careful.
Always let somebody know where you at. Even like if you just have to have somebody on the phone at the same time.
Mhm.
Always,
Even
you
acting,
know,
even pretending like somebody you know, you're talking to somebody. You
yeah,
know, be
pretend like
pretending. You know, so they'll think that you're being watched or followed.
thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Chop, for that information.
Yeah, the app.
Yeah, Mr. Chop, Gay sent us a story from the New York Post, and you know, you ladies, stay safe. Stay safe out there.
Have you had any situations? Because I
Me?
know I've had a few stories of near death experiences, kidnapped, and I've had a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
You've had that happen too?
Yeah. I mean, I told you. I remember telling you guys about my turnout.
The first, yeah,
The
your
first
first
day,
story.
my first day was a turnout. And I got in the car. He got on the freeway and was driving me so naive. He just driving. I'm just sitting there, and we had to go at least about 10 miles. We rolled by the police, and I'm like, you know, not even knowing. You know, I've had a lot of a lot of situations, and not only that, you know, a trick can be mad at another hoe and take it out on you. I've been in DC. I remember when I was in DC, I got in the car with a trick. He didn't have anything, you know, and I'm asking him, you know, let's go on, you know, we on our way, we're driving on our way to the location, and all of a sudden he just sucked me in the side of my face. And yeah, of course I jumped out the car, but you know, it's like in these situations, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Okay, because most of the tracks or whatever, you have tracks in the like always like in project areas, the little port areas or whatever.
Mhm.
And, to me, I would be kind of scared to deal with somebody that has nothing to lose. So I actually like to go around people with money or whatever, but still, they could still break bad too. But it's a lower chance, I think. But I've still I like on Flagler. I've had stuff happen on Flagler,
Oh
but
yeah, they was killing bitches on Flagler.
yeah, yeah, and I don't know, like I don't. I think the safest approach, which I know a lot of P's don't like, but the safest approach is the inside track.
Um,
But
Probably the casinos, and you know, but I didn't heard 304s has got killed in the casino in the casinos and stuff in Las Vegas.
I've heard 304 is getting killed in a VIP of a of
Strip
a
club.
strip club. Yeah, too. So it's really ain't, it's no way to stop it. If they crazy, they just crazy. Just like they're going to schools and shooting up everything also. So, if people are just have chemical imbalances and you don't know who you're dealing with, period.
Hmm.
So,
And they try to target um, sex workers because they feel like sex workers uh, don't have families, and they're stereotyped like, the sex worker. They don't nobody care about them.
What's
And
up? What's
hey,
up?
Twinkle,
hey, Twinkle,
Hey,
how you doing?
what's good?
we were talking
Oh,
about what had happened over in Houston with
yeah,
Sarah.
it's a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Hmm.
And
Hold
it's a
on,
lot.
I gotta go real quick. This is my folks. I'm gonna call y'all right back.
Okay.
Okay. And not only, it's a lot of more crazy stuff that's about to happen if you heard about the war going on. So
Yeah.
you gotta really, when times change and prices go up on everything, you're gonna have to be careful in the game also as well.
Yeah. Because then people, they're not gonna have money to spend.
Right. And they're gonna be wanting to rape three or
Right.
fours and
They're
stuff.
gonna want to work for their
Yeah,
addiction.
yeah, because they're high professional hobbyists.
Hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%.
Yeah. I think a lot of I don't know. Like I've had some strange stuff happen on Biscayne also.
I mean, on
You
every
know,
track. I mean, that's where they if they're looking for somebody, it seems like that's the first place they go. If they want to hurt somebody, the first place they're gonna go is go to the track because they feel like, oh, we can get the prostitute because the police don't give a fuck about the prostitute. They want her off the street. She don't have no family. She ain't shit. She's selling her body, and she might have some money. So I might have me some little funds and fuck her up.
I remember one time I just left the club and this guy called and I think I seen him before.
Hmm.
And then when he came to my hotel room, I probably had like 800 or whatever. And he was gonna spend his some more money and stuff or whatever. So I thought, but I ended up getting he had somebody else with him and ended up getting pistol whipped and tied to the floor and stuff like that. So it's you gotta beware.
Right. Check the
That's why
room. Check the room.
I always like checking my money in before or even putting your money in the safe in a room, or even if you greasing palms at the front desk or whatever. Hey, put this in the envelope. I'm coming back to get it.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Shoot.
Nah,
Hide it. Put it in. I mean, shit. I mean, I never get naked anyway. When I was working, it was like you having sex. All right. I mean, when we were in DC, we were always wearing the leg pantyhose and have a hole in the middle, and it was just like bam, the cooch. That's it. Then we would have our money, and then the leg pantyhose, they're so tight. So they would hold the money like that. But then a
mm,
lot of girls put it in their wig, and shoot, Trick gonna snatch your wig off.
I put it in my boots. That's why I like wearing boots.
Hmm. The boots is a good place.
Hmm.
Where you guys be hiding your money at? When you guys be working in your shoe, in your boot? That's why it's good to check your money in as much as possible. So you
Right,
don't have a lot of cash on you. Check
right.
your folks as much as possible. If he can come through or something. Yeah. Wig, boots, Lauren Deer, wig, boots.
My boots
I
was
got
my
a rope
favorite.
always, and I put it in the microwave, the microwave and the
That's a good one.
refrigerator.
That's a good one. Or
Yeah.
even if you have if you have a trash can in the room or whatever, put a bag in it and put it under the trash can.
Yeah. That when I was a turnout, that's what my folks had me to do.
Mhm.
He was like, because we had a room, and he was like, every time you go on a date, put the, as soon as he give you the money, use the bathroom and put it under under the bag. But excuse me. But even when you do that, you still have to watch him. You can't let him go in there. You can't let him go in there after you and shut the door and then take your money. You still got to watch. Keep your eyes on the trick at all times. Keep your eye on the John.
Exactly.
The back of the toilet. Yeah, the back of the toilet, but
Mhm.
you're gonna have to get some, put it in a condom or something and put it in the back of the toilet. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or may have you a Ziploc bag. Take a Ziploc bag to work with you or whatever. Put it in the bag. Put it in the back. Great idea. Inside the coffee maker. Yeah, there's plenty of places. But when you on the block though, try to get me a glass. I don't know where our guest is, but let me get my gas glass.
Yeah, it's always good to be safe. And like I said before, always pray before you go out there. Always. Like I would always, pray before I go and always thank God that I made it back. And I remember when I first started hoeing, the bitch that I was hoeing with or whatever, when we would go to sleep or whatever, I see her sleep or whatever, but at the same time when she would sleep, she would always be like this. And I never thought nothing crazy of it. I just, embrace my own spirituality into my game.
I can't be drunk
Oh, we
without
was
a nightlight.
talking Mayweather. We were talking about Sarah Goodman, the girl that got killed by the trick, the crazy guy,
And
and
okay.
safety ways to be safe, and you know, asking for protection, asking God for protection each time you go out.
Hmm.
Say the 23rd Psalms.
That's a good one.
Psalms is good. I love Psalms. All your protection prayers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, only 18.
Yeah, I know. I know there's a couple of people that have a couple of ideas, a couple of
They've even had, hey, honesty.
Hey, that's
yeah, so
sad. She was young.
yeah, oh God, very young. 19.
Horrible.
So after
Hey
experiencing a
baby doll.
tragic,
Hey,
hey baby doll,
Did you were Houston? Did you know the girl?
no, I've seen her all on social media though. I know she was young. She was like 19 or something.
Uh-huh.
I heard about the situation with her and the trick. I mean, I think she was like missing like 2 weeks prior before that
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
The good thing is her folks was really, they said her folks was, he had flyers and everything. And
Yeah.
that's a good thing. You got to make sure you have a great ism that does care.
Yeah, me and my folks used to pray before we went to work and stuff like that. And then when we got back, we prayed and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how other people are with their folks and stuff like that. But yeah, I used to keep the Bible, like a Bible scripture open by the door and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And whatever the page was on, that's the verse we would read. That was a verse we would read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Honestly,
had,
have you had bad experiences? Any bad
oh
experience?
yeah, car, 3 times on a car date and once in a room. Uh, the one in the room happened in Memphis, and all 3 of the car dates happened in Dallas with all Mexicans.
Yeah, the Mexicans toe up.
Yeah, in Dallas, they're dangerous.
The only bad experience I had was with the little incident when I got shot and shit like that.
You got shot?
Yeah, it's a long
Oh
story.
my. I feel like they would have shot me if I went in and did what they said. Like, so
Yeah.
I just did what they said, and I hoped and prayed that I didn't come out with an STD, and thank God I didn't. But before that happens to you, you want to be like, oh yeah, if he does this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna karate chop him, boom boom boom. But when you're put in that
Nah, they think that.
situation, it's different. Because before I even was put in that situation, I was that one was like, oh, I'll dismember them, I'll take their gun and da da. No, not when you got a gun in your face and he's like, suck my dick or get
It's
out the
like raw.
car,
Like that
and
shit
it's
is
up to
scary
your
as fuck. And
head.
you're like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Wait a minute.
I did fight back with the one in the room because he didn't have like no weapons, but he was too strong. Like I couldn't get him up off of me, and every time like he choked me, like he really, really choked me really bad, and he stuck his fingers down my throat. Or yeah, and but I fought, but I couldn't get him up off of me.
I mean, there's only so much we can do. We are females at the end of the
Hmm.
day. That is a man. God created men stronger than women.
Yeah.
It's one that's why I kind of like Miami because it's like a little party scene and you can always go out with your girlfriend and like that. But it's still that stuff can happen on that even on that track or
And
whatever. I've seen walking on the street or whatever. I've seen people in the back alley, a girl laying down in the back alley or something like that.
Hmm.
So it's just. You never know what type of night it's gonna be. That's why you need to always be prayed up. Always.
Always,
and like
always.
I can only imagine, like, I'm pretty sure that she, you know what I mean, she fought back a little bit. She had to have done something, you know what I mean? Like,
She
and
had to
she
have
just
done
was
something.
praying. She had to have been just because I know how it feels like you just, in your head, you're just like, please somebody walk by, or please somebody find me, or please somebody come up in this room. My folks, please just let him come up in this room. And when they don't come and you can't get to your phone, you're like, fuck, and you just pray that your life is just spared. And
Right,
it's
right.
so sad. It's just so sad. And unfortunately, she didn't make it out.
And
Yeah.
so what they said, he chopped her body up on some weird shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Remember,
And
Yeah,
he and he
nigga told him.
confessed. And he confessed.
Yeah.
And he
that's
confessed.
crazy.
I wonder how they found her.
He told him. He confessed and he told him where she was at.
Mm,
I wonder what his fucking problem was.
just
What possessed
probably.
him to do that?
I
I
mean,
don't know.
they be having.
That's some white man shit. Like, you don't really hear about, like, black dudes doing shit like that. You hear more, like, white dudes doing some
I
shit
mean,
like that.
shit. Them black guys. That's why, like, a lot of folks that tell you don't take, dates from
Right.
black men because they
Right,
will
right,
rob
right.
you.
I
So
mean,
I
but the
mean,
white men will rob you too. White,
yeah,
Oh,
Hispanic,
white
yeah.
men
all
rob
of
you
them. It
too.
doesn't. I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
color matter, and that's where
It
the
doesn't.
304s they get mixed up, and they feel like, no, I'm gonna stay away from this black guy, and it really be that
Right.
white black guy that you need to be afraid of.
They all
Right.
fucked up if you
Right.
ask
Just the
me.
way he did it, like you kind of hear more like white to Caucasians doing some sick, weird shit like that.
That's
Like,
the Mexicans.
yeah,
I
like
think the guy was a Spanish guy, wasn't he?
He looked a little mixed with
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he looked like he had some melanin in his system, quite a bit.
that is sick as fuck. I
It's
had
sick.
Travis just texted me, and he wasn't able to wrap up his photo shoot. You guys on time, so he's gonna try to come tomorrow. Or we're gonna see. We're gonna get him on when we can get him on. Unless when we're on, we're not going to be on late tonight. But if we are, we'll try to get them on Travis on tonight. And if not, we're gonna bring Travis back when we get a chance.
They said I never seen that girl, but I have a friend,
Hey, honey.
my friend Mia seen her before walking past her and stuff. But like I read a lot of the comments and stuff on like her pictures and stuff. They said she had a real nice walk and she was always in pocket. She never socialized. She was just trying to make a way. She was just trying to get to her money and that's it. Yeah, that's him. That's
And he
crazy.
looks young himself.
That nigga look toe up.
Maybe he was having some issues. Well, he was 28. Henry David Cossette, Cossette.
That
Mm.
last name sound like
He sound
something.
black.
Mm.
Is he just a light skin?
Either way, that nigga toe up for that shit.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
Yeah,
All
and if you
for
look
him.
at the video, like when she before she got on the date, it looked like she was debating on if she should take the date or not. Like I don't know, like if he pulled out something and like made her get in the car, but she was like really iffy about getting in the car before she got in.
I
I
don't
don't
think he
know.
pulled
I
out nothing
usually go
and
with
she
my
still
first
got in the
mind.
car. She wasn't that stupid. I think
Maybe,
she probably was iffy, and he probably looked at like, yeah, it
or
ain't bad.
maybe it was a slow night and she had to make her quota or else.
Hmm.
And she was like, you know what, I gotta take it. Because a lot of the guys, a lot of the people's folks, they
Yeah.
push that quota. Bitch, you better make that quota or else. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So, because not too many renegades walk the streets in Houston. It's
Yeah.
usually bitches that have folks, and obviously she had a folks.
This was
So
in Houston. This was in
yeah,
Houston.
It was on Bissonnette when she took her date.
yeah.
I don't know. I just my best advice to the young 304s is always go with your first mind. That's how I made it out of a
Mm-hmm.
lot of situations. Always go with your first mind. If the vibe not right, fuck it. Don't take it.
Mm,
But
Right.
also when you with ism, a lot of times ism be like, I don't care, go get my
yep,
money, I want my money, go get my money. And
yep.
sometimes it throws the 304 off her game, and she'll take those chances that she usually don't take as
Mm.
well.
Yeah, and then that pushed the 304 in a predicament to where she's like, well, should I take this date or should I not, or should I just get chopped for not taking it? Like
Hmm.
or
And about
whatever
what
the
time
case may
was it?
be.
What time was it
It
when
was
it
like
happened?
during the day. Looked like it was about what 6, 7 o'clock. Looked like she just
Mm.
got down.
That's horrible.
It looked like she just got down.
And I don't know if that's the reason, but if that's the reason, that should like be a lesson for the guys too. Like, don't be so you know what I mean rough on that quota. Like, you know what I mean that like yeah, it
Yeah.
should happen. Yeah, it should. Yeah, you should get the quota.
Yeah,
But
look, she said, I don't care how bad he needs his money. I'm not about to take a date that I'm into. Yeah, I feel the same way because I'm not about to. It's
mm,
me over anything. Like if you can't respect the fact that I didn't take this date because I didn't feel safe, then maybe you're not the one for me. You
and
know.
then she might have had a wifey that they might have had a hoe off. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like who can make the most money today? And she might have been like, oh, well, I'm gonna win the hoe off today, and it could have been anything. Like she was young
Hmm.
too, so a lot of young
Right.
girls they got a lot of fire in their ass. They go out there and get it, get it, get it, get it.
Hmm.
I got it when I had first got down with my folks. Me and him had a little disagreement about that because I didn't take a date when he told me to take it, and I was like I didn't take the date because I caught a weird vibe, and it's like he couldn't understand until I explained to him. I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to rethink some things because my life is more important than going to get your money or whatever you want to call it. Like what are you gonna do if I'm not here today or tomorrow? You know, like, and he thought about it. He was like, you know what, you're right. So I ain't gonna like he never like sweated me after that about like making a certain amount of money. He was just like, just make sure you make it back home.
And isn't it the guy's responsibility? Like, if we get killed, right? Isn't our folks' responsibility kind of like cover the funeral expenses and shit? and to
Yeah.
tell our
Well,
loved
actually,
ones.
he needs to have her insurance. I mean, if
Yeah,
she's been
life
around for a
insurance,
while,
right?
to have insurance. But yeah, basically.
A life policy or something,
Right,
you
life
know.
insurance policy. I wonder if she had one because now, look, that costs a lot of money to fucking bury somebody, even
At
cremate
least a
anything.
funeral.
Yeah, I
They
have
have
one.
policies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think. But I think in this situation, they probably had some sponsors. They probably had some help. Burying her.
mm.
Mm.
Because
I heard her
the
family
media
has a
got involved.
GoFundMe or something like that.
What did you say?
I heard her family has a GoFundMe.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that advocate that some guy helped find her. I think you like worked in the
No,
community.
the guy confessed. Well, they supposed to have had a search team out looking
Yeah,
for him,
search team. That's
but the
what it was.
guy ended up confessing and telling him where he's at. At least that's what it says in the article, the New York Post.
That's horrible. That's so bad. I feel so sad for that lady. She was only 18. She didn't even get to see
19.
21. 19. Didn't even get to see
19.
21.
I wonder how long she was on the blade. How long she was working.
And it's Black History Month. That's fucked up. What the hell?
No, it looked like she just got down from work because it was kind of early. Like it was still like bright outside.
Leslie J has facts.
Hmm?
Mm.
She said I have all info.
She has
She
info.
was 18, but the article says 19.
Here, I'm gonna get down so Lovely J could come up.
Jay want to come up?
Plus, I gotta answer some calls, so I'm gonna get down.
Okay, thank you for
I'm gonna
coming on,
still be in the
Honesty.
comments. Thank you,
All right.
ladies.
Make sure you keep sharing and liking the post.
I will.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah, it's horrible. The article said 19.
Yeah, I think she was about 19. It doesn't matter. She was still young. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it says 19. It said with evidence in the death of Sarah Goodwin, 19. And her brother was 15. 15-year-old brother.
They said she was actually 18, so it's misinformation.
Okay. Well, somebody on there now?
So somebody actually know her. So let's see if Lovely J comes up.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, maybe
I'll
she was
call.
getting ready to turn 19. Maybe it was like a day or two from her birthday.
She spoke to her folks and wifey.
What's up? Come on.
Hey, Twinkle. So Lovely J don't want to come up because she spoke to her folks and wifey. Let's talk about it.
Lovely J.
That was sad too.
I,
And somebody got burned up in
I asked
Sacramento
Lovely
at the
J to come
Motel
up. You want
6.
to come up, Lovely J? Can you send a request?
Really? Uh-huh.
Really, all in the news. I guess
When?
the dated her, left her in the room, burnt her up, and left her on fire near the burn.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, child.
But when they burn you, they try to cover up evidence and shit.
Yeah. Okay,
Mm.
baby
Weird
doll.
people.
I'm gonna bring you back.
All right, boo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just y'all need to everybody need to just start screening or check. Like, there's no way you could really screen a motherfucker, but
Mm-hmm.
just like start relating to each other. Like we used to have codes in the trap or this or that, or watch out for the blue truck. Don't go fuck with him. Da-da-da, like whatever. It used to be like just like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta be our own little fucking voices of whatever out there.
Yeah.
Well,
But we used to still have.
I did have one of my little favorite little bums or whatever. I'm like, but they used to be on the streets
Yeah, yeah.
and they would
Just like
they
I
would
remember
walk.
everybody remember Russell, the condom guy who was out there in San Francisco.
They will watch out. They will watch out and know what kind of car you left in and everything.
Right.
But then
Have codes for
also,
the
I mean, it's
police.
good to be working with somebody and then be like, girl, get this license plate number. I
That
know
too.
that's what we
Yeah.
used to do. We used to be like, get the
Yeah.
license plate number, boo. You
You
know.
got your phones now. Take a picture, like, and document the time that
Right.
the girl left.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. That's like what happened with my wife and long treasure leaving, and it's just like I was really just kicking and talking about what we gonna do when we get off the track. He said we was in AZ when this happened. Van Buren, y'all know about Van
Yes,
Buren
we
track?
do. I do.
Okay, so right there, boom, we kicking and talking. Cool guy, looking regular trick. Pull up on her. She's a white girl, so she jump in, cool, whatever.
Uh-huh.
After an hour, I'm like, okay, where you at? Where we meeting back? Like, you gonna call your wifey? That's just your intentions. And all of a sudden, like
Uh-huh.
hours go by, we all the way like, hold on, what the fuck? She must have really hit a lick. Where you at? Like, what's wifey? What's going on?
Uh-huh.
Like all this shit, and day go by, 2 days go by. I'm like, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And yeah.
Yeah. You got any
I like that 360 idea because you could always be like, my folks following me. They already know where you at.
the what? What is it?
The
Oh,
360
when I
app.
used to go to hotel rooms, they are now I can't see where it stay on the track, but like I'll be like always playing some on the phone or something. Oh yeah, I'm in room 229, but if I really be telling
That's
somebody
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah,
The
room
bait.
229, Flamingo,
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Right.
Like I was gonna tell my homegirl where I'm at 'cause she wanted to come over here too, maybe and date. Like, oh okay, whatever. Like,
Uh-huh.
why does it matter who I told?
Right.
Like,
Jill, what you're
yeah,
saying
and
about Life
especially AZ.
360?
Life 360, I think it's a good app because you could always be like, because everybody got smartphones now, so you could always be like, well, my folks already, when you think that the date about to go bad or whatever,
What
you be
is
like,
it? It's an
it's
app.
an app, it's a GPS location app,
It's
so
not
Oh,
it's not
okay.
for
it's for
360.
tracking
Three,
people.
Mr. Number is though where you can verify the trick's number and it have all the girls tell him, oh, he's a bad day, don't see him, he's an idiot, time waster, don't like to pay. That's Mr. Number. That's
Oh
the app
really?
kind of like
Oh,
that,
Mr.
but
Yeah.
it just tells.
But that's not just Mr. Number
Yeah,
is not just for sex workers either.
it's for
Yeah,
everything.
I got Mr. Number too. It's for everything. So back to the thought. I need to know about this 360 app.
Okay, so it's a GPS tracker location,
Uh-huh.
so maybe you want to invite somebody up and let them tell you about it.
Yeah, I see what. Yeah. This is Mr. Number.
You said somebody else
Go,
wanted
I'm
to know
about to know
about
that.
it?
I mean, I see them talking about it in there. But yeah,
Tracker app.
it's a tracker app that it's supposed to show your exact location or area, but you can't always rely on that, but it'll take you to the area, if it
You
don't
just pin it on when you're there, like boom, or
you
they
could
just start to track you. And
you could pin stuff when you get there.
Is it better
So,
than Google?
oh, okay.
Hey everyone.
Hey, Pence.
hey, how you doing?
Hi.
You looking
I'm
good over there?
outside,
You
baby.
You
looking
look like
good over
wherever you
there?
at, it look like it's
Hair so
cold
fresh.
wherever you at. It look
You
like
must,
you
you,
freezing, girl.
you
Yeah,
must have went to sleep
why
to
did
go
you
get your
choose
braid.
Memento today? Oh my god, everybody. Wait, I gotta get out. I gotta get out real quick.
Where you at? You in New
Okay.
York?
Yes.
Yeah, she, girl, Queens be doing some great braids out there. Go to Queens to get your braids done. Have you looking fresh.
Oh yeah, the Africans or Jamaican girls, whatever, up there.
Uh-huh.
In Queens Plaza, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, that's definitely.
Yeah.
I know in New York they really good here. That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Judges need to be more safer and be more all money ain't good money.
Oh
Period.
yeah, New York definitely was one of my weirdest experiences up
My
there.
people always told me that, so it's like my folks always sit there and said that all money ain't never good money.
Yeah, but when
Always watch out for your date. Get in the car, look in the back seat. As a matter of fact, open both doors, like oops,
This
just
this
to let,
call is
especially
called
like
now.
vans and trucks and all that
Let me
old
give
crazy
y'all
shit.
one safety
You
tip,
gotta look.
right?
hey,
Let me give y'all one
Mr.
safety tip.
Chops.
One safety tip, right?
Yeah.
Any female ever in a car with a trick, call your folks, put the phone on speaker. Don't say nothing else after that. He got it from me. Every time and any time I've used that method around the world, never had a problem. I mean, the trick damn near want to drop her off wherever you tell her to, because once that man phone, that voice come through that phone, and that man hear that, he knows somebody with her. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
So the
different. Okay.
360, what the 360 app do, it tracks her location, so I would know everywhere you went within the last minute, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or wherever you at. Just like Drew said, I will wind up in your location. So
Right.
if I'm looking good enough, I will see you. Now it's up to you to tell me what type of car you in. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? As I'm talking to you, I'm coming to you, so he gonna know that. So because I had an incident happen to me just recently, probably like about a few months ago with a fresh bitch, and she was from Cali, and we was up in that Brooklyn, and they had this bitch probably like 30 minutes of fucking way. I'm talking about, man, y'all know how them streets is and how New York is and how the lights is. So imagine me talking to this motherfucking trick and telling the bitch, just calm down, bitch. I'm
Mm-hmm.
on the way. You feel me? The bitch got out the car, still had the money, still had her phone and everything. But we went on the call to the night. But I was trying to let her know all she had to do is stay calm. You see what I'm saying? Because that trick, I kept telling, I was more on a trick ass the whole conversation. I wasn't riding the hoe. I was riding the trick, because I was like, hey, you touch this bitch or you take her anywhere further, I'm already knowing where you at. You digging? I'm tracking y'all. You see what I'm saying? And he was more reluctant to say, you know what, I ain't fucking with this shit. He let the bitch out. So by the time I got to approaching the bitch, she was already like, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that app is a motherfucker lifesaver for the game.
So that was the
It's
360 app. So you used the
The
yeah, yeah,
360
360.
that's the
app and
360. But
on.
see now, see, it's cool and it's a bad, because see, when a faggot blow, then she want to turn the app off. But see, that's what happened with another chick I know. The bitch turned the app off, and then the bitch wind up in motherfucking Mississippi, face down in the river. You see what I'm saying? So it worked against me one time, and it worked for me one time. And I done had two bitches down me. One leaving because she fagged off and did some old bullshit. And then, like I say, she cut her motherfucking app off, and then they found the bitch down in Mississippi.
And
And
where
then
did
I
he
had a
find
bitch
her at? Where
fag
did he
off.
pick her up at?
I don't know.
I mean,
By the
where
time
did
the
you
bitch,
set her down at?
by the time the bitch blew out of Florida, I
Oh,
ain't had no. The bitch was
yeah.
on auto. The
Oh,
bitch
okay.
was on auto. So by the time the bitch blew from the last location she was at, by the time the bitch location was off, when I get the word, that's what it was. And I got the word from the broad father, because she ain't had no mother, but her and her father was real cool though.
Right. And so what did you do, like, after you found out? I mean, she had fagged off and she wasn't with you anymore, so you didn't. But if she
I
was
mean,
with you,
everything. I didn't actually make the situation. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to put myself in that predicament. But I did what I had to do and stepped up.
yeah,
You know, and they kept on
She was
moving. I
still
mean, it's a
calling you
part
while
of the
she was
game.
gone, though.
You know what I mean? It was just. You know, that was her reluctant to the game that happened. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it's a good and a bad to it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying to the females that's listening, don't use it for good, and then soon you fag off, you go turn the motherfucker off. You dig what I'm saying? Then when the nigga get on your ass or something happen, you know, the motherfucker is out of my hand now, because I don't got no whereabouts on you.
right. Well, do
So
you
I
believe,
always
like,
it's a
say, if
good
you
and a
got
bad.
good game, you got it in your head and your heart. So shit should never part.
It's definitely a blessing, but like I said, it's a good and a bad, because like I said, I was able to experience multiple times on the good side, but one time on the bad side as well since that I've been out.
yeah. So do you think,
So
like, go ahead, Jewel.
how do you know if he didn't put it on airplane mode or if he didn't do it
You
himself?
you with that app, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only way a trick gonna know she's on that app or you on that app if he in your phone, because that app is it's just like any other app on the phone. You see what I'm saying? It's not an app you can actually go to the app and track it and see all the movements and see everything. But the trick ain't gonna know that. Only you and
He
that bitch
could have
gonna know
throw
that.
her phone out the window and then boom, you last
But
see it's
okay,
on Maple Street and
even if
that's it. That's all. And they all the way somewhere 2 miles away.
no, even if that happened, you still gonna have that last location. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And that's the last end of it. And they could be 10 miles.
Right. So you know, but that's what I'm saying. You'll still have a location. You know what I mean? So it's
Because
not
the
like
first thing chicks always try to do is take a phone or try to do something.
But that's why the women, they need to be careful. When they jump in these cars, they need to be
for sure. We
absolutely
got it.
careful and circumspect.
Have pepper spray though. Always have pepper spray. Period.
Yeah,
You gotta have pepper spray.
Definitely,
They
definitely.
got
All
pink
that
pepper
pepper
spray. They
spray,
got
bear spray, a
but
knife. Hey, man, you know we send them
well,
out the
all
door
of
with
that now shit.
switchblades. We send them out the door
All
with
of that,
guns.
yeah.
Hey, bitch, shut up sometime and listen, ho.
hmm
We send them out the door anyway to protect themselves. You dig what I'm saying? A motherfucker, somebody get up on my bitch might shoot you or cut you in your motherfucking face because
hmm
I know how the game go out here. So I ain't gonna send a bitch out the door bald headed with nothing. You know what I mean? We gonna send her out the door right.
hmm
But now I ain't gonna tell her to just do nothing crazy. Use it to your discretion because now they're pimping and hoeing go into a motherfucking assault or a murder case or attempted murder case. So you gotta know what you're doing when you send that bitch out the door. When you got these instructions, you gotta send that hoe out the door correctly. Because I
right.
already know if you come back doing anything other than that, I know my instructions gonna tell me everything you didn't do if something happened that night, because I got the same instructions all around the world in 2, 3 countries that I'd have been set down in and still working them. So I know if the bitch slow, I know if the bitch gonna be fast, I know if the bitch listen, I know how this. We know it's gonna be an up and down day. We know every day ain't gonna be beautiful.
But
No matter how you claim.
do you think like sometime like the ism could put the female in a position like we were talking about earlier, like and have her, because of course the ism, like, y'all, you need to get this money. You need to get this money. And kind of put pressure on the 304. Do you think sometimes the ism might put too much pressure on the 304, and this is sometimes the things that happen?
Well, I told y'all yesterday before, our job is to put the bitch in position for sure. And anything that he gets in any situation in his household befalls him, he
Hmm?
got to look within himself first because he the captain of that shit.
Yeah.
So we can't go to the bitch and cut the bitch up and chop the bitch up and call all type of faggots and punks and all that because, see, I don't believe in that because if I'm calling a bitch a bunch of faggots and punks, then that means I'm a bunch of faggots and punks and my pip is staying
Right.
strong. So I ain't going to call this bitch a bunch of faggots and punks because I ain't no faggot and punk.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't learning from no punk.
So she's
But
image
when
of
we
you, right?
understand, no doubt, but we understand this. We gotta understand that everybody play their position. Everybody got different levels. I don't give a fuck if you doing this, doing that, and doing this. Everybody gonna play a position around here to get to our common goal, and we all gonna have a goal, a short term goal, and a long term goal, and it ain't gonna be the same, but we gonna have a goal.
Yeah.
Because each woman is different.
So when
But
you
I'm not pressuring nothing because I know and understand that my game is going to execute. And if it's a slow bitch or a fast bitch, then, I got to put my game down a little bit more and pick my pace up and then figure out where I'm failing at and figure out where she not comprehending that. So I'm always checking myself, man. I just don't blame the bitch because it's my game the bitch going out here to display.
So when you
So
when you do give instructions or whatever, if you send the girl out with a knife, do you tell her, look, under the armpit is a good way to hurt a person? You and right there in between the thighs or the Achilles, ankles.
we
Slice
definitely
the
we
neck?
definitely I'm an East Coast nigga, Jew. So we come from the
Okay,
spitting the razors out the mouth, and the motherfucker be right in my mouth. I spit that bitch right out my mouth and slice your fucking face. You see what
right.
I'm saying? So it's